Hi everyone, Piotr speaking. This is our weekly analysis for the forex market. I start with Euro USD monthly candle. Currently it's green. It may already react or being reacting to the Bollinger upper band, most probably to the 61.8 FIBO level internal retracement of the length from X to the A. Okay, so that's the correction of this wave. We had a similar situation a couple of weeks ago. I will show it on the weekly chart in a second, but here I would like you to notice that we are breaking the zero line on any CD indicator. Okay, so I do not ignore such signals. It may develop, it may not, we don't know that, but it's better to be prepared for that. In the future I do expect that we will have the right arm here fulfilled. Good, the weekly situation. This is this FIBO 61.8 and this is the situation I was talking about. So we had a strong move to the downside from here. And currently the market tried to test this top. Okay, and we have a shooting star, I would call it. It's a candle with a lower body and long upper shadow. Okay, so that's the strength to the downside. Okay, so the bulls were not that strong to keep that price over here. So that should bring some selling next week, in my opinion, especially if you have followed all my comments on my profile. So you most probably have seen some of the comments regarding the counts on the Euro USD. Okay, let me show you 1 second. Okay, yeah, this is the count on the one hour chart, where I was saying that I think it's still valid because the market were not able to break this top. Now I'll switch back to this to the chart, to the current chart, and you can see we had the reversal around this level. Okay, so the market was not able to break this top. In the same time, I think there is a count. Yeah, let's take it on the 4 hour. There is a count, I mean this count, which indicates that the C wave may have been ended at this level. Okay, and then we started falling to the downside. On the daily chart, that would mean that if we had this 5 wave to the downside, this is a 5 wave impulse, we need a 3 wave and then a 5 wave again in order to have it as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 to the upside. That would mean that this count will be continued. This count 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean this will be A, B and C for 4 and then 5 to the upside, and then we'll have this right arm completed, most probably. Okay, this is one of my scenarios. But coming back to the situation right now here, yeah, so we had the reversal here. Unfortunately, one of my trades was lost. I mean, let me to say a few words to that. Signal on the December 11th. This signal from my side, and a couple of minutes ago later I've sent an additional update for this signal, indicating that there will be a TP0 for this trade. Okay, so I ask you to do not ignore my additional signals. If I send a TP0, it means that there might be something on the charts, and the market was indeed reacting to the situation. It was in this area. So I was afraid that the market will react to this level, and I thought, okay, it's better to close this this trade a bit earlier. Okay, and then unfortunately the trade by itself was triggered at the stop loss was triggered at the top. Okay, almost most probably by 1 pip or half of a pip, something like that. Okay, so this is quite important. So if I send it, it means there are reasons for that. Okay, so and in that case you could have closed this trade a few times. Okay, having in mind that there was a TP0. Okay, good. The current situation, so the development, the current development. Yeah, if it was correct, so the market respected this top as a C wave. So the market started a new impulse to the downside. Most probably the bigger C to the downside. That would mean that we have a new impulse to the downside on the 1 hour chart, and we are making a second wave correction. There is one more thing I'd like you to draw your attention to that. I comment, as you know, on this Google Plus account, on this Google Plus profile. I send some comments to the current situation and to the developing trade setups. And one of those comments was the situation on the 1 hour chart. Sometimes if you cannot find something on the Google Plus, you can go and turn on the stream layout, like a 1 column layout, and then you can find it, because it's date after date. Yeah, so that is what I'm talking about. Okay, a break on the 1 hour chart can give a quick short trade. Okay, so you have had this information from me, and this was looked like that. And then, because a break on a support line or on a resistance line, sometimes it's that fast that you cannot. It's hard to send a signal, because if I'm wait a few seconds, then the price starting going down and down, and I don't have an entry price for you already. Okay, so I don't want to send an entry with 5 pips or 10 pips below, because that doesn't make any sense. The best way is to enter just after, or a slightly better price. So it was around here. So you can by yourself in the future try to trade such trades. I should be able to send a signal. I should be able, but sometimes it won't be that easy. There's another example on Great Britain pound Japanese yen. I will show in a few minutes. It was a similar one. Okay, good. So this is the situation on the 1 hour. So we have a weaker weekly candle, and if this starts developing, so there could be a nice move to the downside. Okay, so this could be a second wave, or there is something else, like for example 1 2 1 2, and the market would start falling to the downside already quite strongly. Okay, if it will be the case, I hope we will find a nice trade setup, depending maybe a break below that level. But yeah, I don't think it should happen on Monday. It will take a few days. Okay, good. So that's the situation on Euro USD. There is something else I'd like to show you. You can measure not only FIBO levels, but you can also use FIBO time zones. Okay, and this is FIBO time zones. Okay, those numbers, so this FIBO numbers, and I will show you how to use it. So this helps you to measure how long will it take to complete the next wave. Okay, this was a 1 and 2. This is a 3. Okay, and we could have a bigger 4, like A, B, C, 4 here. But let's see what happened with this third wave. The third wave is typically 161.8 times the length of the wave 1. And if I shift it to the beginning of the third wave, you will see that I could have, or you could have an exact date when it can end. Okay, and this was the case as well in this situation. So it's a strong help, strong tool. And there is another try. Okay, this correction. I'm testing this system, to be honest with you. Okay, this correction. I move it to the right side because there's a second part of this correction, and you can see, okay, it ended at 261.8. Okay, so it was roughly in the 12th on the 12th and 13th of December. Okay, and now most probably the C wave will be linked with a FIBO number with this first A wave, if it's an A. Okay, but most probably it's an A. I was expecting a short signal on this RSI. It's not done yet. Okay, it's not broken yet, so this is a slightly it's not supporting this downward movement, but in this case the Elliott can be stronger. I mean, having this top. Okay, now Euro Japanese yen monthly, a strong candle on the monthly chart. Okay, good. Weekly, this is a weaker candle, slightly weaker, can bring some selling. Okay, because obviously it's weaker. And on the daily, I have talked about it last week. On a daily, I've got a count on a daily like 1 and 2, and this is the bigger free, and this bigger free could end somewhere here, and this upward movement here is like 1, 2, 3, and the market has stopped around that level. Okay, so there could be some correction movement here. Okay, before we'll continue this upward movement, most probably because we have broke those tops here. And this, by the way, I've changed my settings on this moving average. It used to be 200, now it's 100. It's slightly faster, and it gives some additional information. Okay, it's faster. You can use it like that if the price is above this moving average 100 and it's above Bollinger middle band, which is 20 moving average. Okay, it indicates it's a strong upward trend. Okay, if it's the opposite, it's a downward trend. If the price will be above moving average 100, it's an upward trend, but it might be below the Bollinger middle band. Okay, so it's upward but not that strong. Okay, it's a try to how to describe the market, whether it's in the upward trend or it's a downward trend. One of the tools how to do it. Okay, using moving average. Good. Okay, but coming back to that, so there is something else. This is the support line, and the support line may be broken. If it's broken, it's already a divergence here, because we've got a new top. This is one top, this is a second top, this is a top, and this is a lower high. Okay, so this is called divergence in such a case. We may have a short trade setup based on the break of the support line. Okay, if it will be broken. Good. Then Great Britain pound, Japanese yen monthly. Okay, this is the moving average 100. I will turn it back to 200 just in order to show you the difference. Okay, this can help. This can be a help as well. I used to talk about it. I used to talk about those levels 50 and this 138 because they are the levels where the fourth wave correction may end. But on the other hand, if you switch it back to 100, you can see that why the market was reacting, or why the market is reacting like that at the moment. Okay, it's somehow reacting to this moving average 100. Good. We've got a doji on the weekly, so indecision. On the other hand, there is a count for this whole movement. 1, 2. This is the last fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 5, and it has reacted to this FIBO 100, so that's the reason. And there is the upper boundary channel as well. And on the other hand, this last wave 5 may end at this level, and at the same time we got from this bigger one a level of 161 where this whole can end. So that's why I'm having here fifth wave. Good. So that's the count by itself on the weekly, but currently we have a doji, we have a red candle on the daily, and most probably we had on the 4-hour chart we had a bigger A, a B, and a C wave being developed right now, and we had a break on this chart as well. So that's the support line. This was broken, and this is a similar situation like on the Euro USD. The break was especially on the Japanese yen. I mean Great Britain pound Japanese yen. It happens also quite frequent that the market is reacting very fast, okay, to such a break. Even when I was watching this market, the price was around 30 and 20, and then suddenly in the last seconds or around the last 5 minutes went stronger to the downside. So sometimes people are entering into such a trade a bit earlier. This is one thing, but in my opinion you should wait until it's broken. But that was the case. I wrote about this trade setup in a way that let me find it once again. Okay, I've got it at 14:21 CET, and a break means a short signal. So you've got also this they must be closed, the candle must be closed, okay? So this is quite important that the candle is closed, because it may happen that it won't break, okay, and end up above this support line, yeah? And then you will be caught in a short position in this case. But you've got it, and then I wrote, okay, this is a short signal. Yeah? It was too fast. It was too fast to send a signal again. But then I was thinking about retesting, and the market did a kind of retesting already, and I've sent you a new signal regarding that. And there was a possibility to make some profits, like 30 or 40 pips. Okay, this is this signal, and again I've sent additionally TP0 just in order for the safety reasons that either you will close it or you're aware of it. Good. So this can develop, and this can bring, if it develops and it's strong, this can give 300 pips to the downside. So it's quite large. But on the other hand, it's 180, 170, 180 stop loss. Okay, so it's a slightly more expensive trade, okay? But the MACD, it's getting lower and lower, and we've got this doji, so it's quite possible that we will have in the fourth wave. This is the 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So this will end, and we'll have a short trade setup again. So I may send additional signal to that. Good. So that was the Great Britain pound Japanese yen. USD Japanese yen monthly. Again, this is the moving average 100. So those reactions to this 100, a break above this 100. So this should bring the market to the upside. Good. On the weekly doji, so a weaker candle. On a daily, a red one as well. But most probably we had 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 1, 2. So we are making the final fifth wave, and this is the first move. This is the correction. I got it on the 1 hour chart. So this is the 1, 2. If you measure it, those length like that, you will have here a very nice zigzag. Okay, a zigzag is a corrective wave. Okay, which consists of 5 waves down, 5 waves, 3 waves, 5 waves. Okay, I've measured the first wave, then I removed this Fibo. I shifted to the extreme of the wave B, and I've got the target for the wave C. So that's why most probably it's the second wave. This is the beginning of the third wave. Could be a beginning of the third wave. but I think it's the first wave of the third wave. So this will be 5 wave to the upside. Yeah. Why it's like that? Because should it be a third wave, the third wave should be longer than the wave 1 was. Okay, and now it's on the 100. Okay, let's assume it was and 1 pip longer, so it could be a 3, but then the fourth wave went into the territory of the wave 1. So it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, it's most of the 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that's the point. But you can talk to me regarding those counts if you are my subscriber. So I explain some counts to the subscribers in a private conversation, like one-to-one conversations on a Skype. It's included in your fee for the signals if you're my subscriber. So please feel free to contact me, and you can learn something more from me. 1, 2, most probably 1, 2, and the stronger move to the upside. What may happen? Okay, if it proved to be right. Yeah, and this could be a second wave, but it's not ended yet, most probably. Why? It's not enough that you have a level 50 or 60. You need a count, and this is 1, 2. Could be a 3. Yeah, but most probably we can check it one like that. Okay, so I'll measure again the first wave, I mean the A wave, then the C wave. The C wave of a zigzag is the same length of like the wave A was 161. Sometimes there is a level of 1382, so it is 138.2, but I don't think it's the case. I have it. It's 2. Oh, it's okay. Oh yeah, here it is. Actually, it has reacted slightly to that level as well. Yeah, that could be a B already. It could be, I mean, there could be a C and a second wave, because I've got a second wave here. But it looks also like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So then in this case, this will be a slightly deeper, somewhere here, 78.6 or even 88.6. If this low won't be broken by this downward move, it's most probably 1 and 2 and 3 to the upside. Okay, so it looks good. It looks good. Actually, it looks good. Good. So, yeah, there could be a move to the upside ahead of us. Okay, support line on the 4-hour. Yeah, but a weaker weekly candle. Okay, so it may take slightly longer to end this movement. Especially we have this break on the MACD indicator on the 0 line. Yeah, this is, and the MACD, it's getting lower and lower. So the strength in the market is getting lower. So it's not that strong anymore, the upward move at the moment, at least. Good. Great Britain Pound USD monthly. We are reacting to this candle. We may make a retesting of this support line. I was talking about it last week. We've got a weaker weekly candle. Okay, it looks like a shooting star. This is second wave, a second candle. There might be a third and a fourth, just to complete this situation, to clear this situation, because we've got a strong. This is strong. So this is most probably only corrective to this candle. On a daily, I've got this butt pattern, and currently the market is going down to those tops and may react at those levels. Okay, and in this case there might be a chance for a long trade setup, although we've got a divergence here as well. Okay, we've got a new top. This is those tops. This is a new top, but at the same time the MACD was not able to break this top. It's actually breaking that one. It's not breaking that top. Okay, so yeah, there was a break on this of this support line. But yeah, okay, there might be some selling still, but I will be afraid. I will be watching this monthly candle, because this is a strong one, a strong candle. Okay, so it's better to be a little bit. It's better to watch it a little bit closer. Okay, so do not play too strongly to the downside because of this monthly candle. Good, and then finally the gold monthly. Okay, so there aren't many changes on the monthly chart. I mean, as long as this low is not broken, there are chances that the market will reverse. This was negative. This was strong, yeah, because you can compare it. Yeah, in the last 10 years, the MACD is the first move below the zero line. Yeah. So if this will be broken, there are the chances that the market will try to get below 1,000 US dollars. Good. On the weekly, this is a green, but okay, inverted hammer, maybe could be. On a daily, we have some reactions to this level. I was talking about it as A, B, and C. So we had some reactions to that, and there was actually strong reactions, especially when you consider those upper and lower shadows, how strong it was. Okay, and then the divergence as well, and the upward move. So this could be 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3 to the upside for those who are interested in gold. Okay, good. So that's it for this week. Thank you for your time and enjoy.